Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. Is your girl Sylvia? So guys, I was talking about the script saga stuff. So it continued the next day when Ike met with Tolanibaj and was not asking him or complaining about what happened due to the whole script issues. And Tolanibaj was like, you need to remove Sisi because she's very, very disrespectful. And many people will not cooperate because she's being rude and all of that. So Ike went outside to go and ask what exactly happened between Pere and Venita and stuff like that. So when he went to ask, everybody was just talking because Pere was there, Doyin was there. I don't know who other person that was there. So he was not like everybody must not be talking. That he came to find out what the problem is and try to solve the solution. And then Doyin was like, if he has something to speak, he should say it. He was not like he doesn't like when he's talking, every other person should be talking. At least they should take it one at a time. And that's when he finished talking. Doyin was like, get out of here, stupid boy. I don't know, unconsciously she always have a way of talking back at people, and I just hope when people insult her like that, she feels comfortable with it, because I don't see the need of telling him to or calling him stupid boy. It's not making any sense to me, guys. Ike left there and now went to Shay. Shay was like, I can't work with Sisi and Pere outside. If he's professional, he would have sacked both of them. That he needs to replace them because their problem is too much and all of that. Later on, Sisi now had a conversation with Shay, trying to explain to her that she doesn't mean it to cause any harm or stuff like that. When shooting, that there's supposed to be a mutual understanding from the two people that are trying to shoot or the people involved, so that it will make the work more easier for people to handle. Do you get? So under that explanation, I think they came to understanding of both sides, what they really need to make this shoot work and all of that. So that was how Sisi now met Shay and they have that conversation. To be honest, in this Big Brother house, I feel everybody there is just working with pride. You just feel that's just trying to maintain, and everybody is just trying to be the horse and probably the captain. So it's going to be a lot difficult in that house as the days goes by. I'm telling you guys, because nobody wants to be lord around, as in it's too much. But finally, they had an agreement, which is Che and Sisi, to put up something nice. Do you get? So next was when Cross was rehearsing. Then all of a sudden, Sisi came to his table and was telling him how betrayed she felt by talking against her during the whole situation. Probably she was expecting Cross to support her, even if he's going to maybe caution her. He shouldn't be in front of the housemates, stuff like that. But the Cross we know didn't even care. In fact, when she finished talking and left, Cross just dusted his paper and continued his rehearsals. Jesus. I keep telling people this Cross, he's just a weary. The guy just don't have time. Like, stay with Cross at your own risk. I'm just telling people all the time. The guy is just here playing his game. So Sisi later came out and apologized. I like the fact that she apologized to the entire house and talking about the way forward to cooperate and all of that. At least this new Sisi is so nice and interesting. At least there is some atom of growth, even though somebody there sometimes I feel like people should not blame her much. This is something that is in her growing up. Do you get? So if you have her like a sister, I believe you will not chase her away. Not me supporting what she's doing or stuff like that. But I'm just saying that if you have her like a sibling, you don't have any other option than to manage her. So I feel people should manage her till the show ends, because she's just being herself, even though sometimes being herself is not really good enough. Do you get? So let me just stop it this way. And there was progress in the shooting of movie. Everybody was cooperating till the time for the pool part. Probably they agreed on they are not going to take too much alcohol so that it will not affect them, so that they can be able to rehearse more. Do you get? Meanwhile, the parrot started talking. Usually, there is a time the parrot start to talk to cause the chaos. So the parrot stated what she actually said one time, that Doyin is a puppet master, that she's always this, that she doesn't have home training. In fact, he can say in front of the parents that they didn't do well raising her, stuff like that. Then another person with him said something sharp, but I didn't really know what he said. So Doyin was just worried and feeling, though as at that time Doyin didn't really know who said that. Angel told her, I really know who said that, and he's a guy, stuff like that. Where she was busy shouting, come to my front and say it, bitch, this and that, face me, bitch, and all of that. Then she was even sitting on top of Shei's couch, not knowing that it was Shei that said it. Then the parrot cried again. and started another one where it was Ilebaye and Doyin's conversation, where she even said she was liking the stupid fat guy kid, and then all of a sudden he started messing up and all of that. Even Ike asked her to let them play the game in the house. She was not like, you can't take care of me, you can't handle me, and all of that. So I don't know, when you're trying to shout at somebody for talking about you, and then big brother now hammered you to your own. Hey God, this big brother is chaotic. Like, he's enjoying it. I was thinking he's going to drive him crazy, but at this point he knows what he's doing. So she owned up his own shit and told Doyin that he's the one that said it, and probably apologized. And then Doyin was still giving explanation on why she called kid fat boy and all of that. Then Ford was like, you also body shamed somebody and it's not fair. So you should also feel sorry for what you did and all of that. I think she still had conversation with Kid later on about talking about Kid, even though Kid felt some kind of way and felt bad because of the whole situation, why body shaming me and all of that. There's nothing wrong with Kid. Kid is just a thick guy. He's not fat. He's just a thick guy, if you ask me. So it led to Fraud asking Doing about her that relationship with Cheesy. She was not like this. She ended that relationship because they are far apart. That Cheesy can hold grudges 2 days. They know go talk stuff like that. That's why she ended it. So Baye also owned on her own that about kissing, that she will keep kissing in the house is just a game, stuff like that. So it's good that Big Brother just first showed the shade school, and then the parrot now repeated what Doyin said, because I feel Doyin sometimes likes to accuse people a lot. Like, she accuses people a lot. She's being too judgmental, but you're not perfect. Do you get? And do you know the funny part? You talk about people, and it's always these people that talk about people always have something to say about others, talking about others. Do you get? She really needs to work on that particular one. That's what I see in this whole situation, guys. So Ike made the housemates audition who is going to be the best lead master, and Pere auditioned, White Money auditioned, and Fraud. So Ike just ended up going to the Big Brother diary room and telling him that it's Pere that he chose. And Pere is always this guy that will always want to be in the lead, like captain. And of course, many captains are in that house. So who is now going to lead the ship? It's going to be very, very interesting in Big Brother house. And believe me, Ike is a chaos. Like, Ike is a dangerous guy. I'm telling you guys. Ike told Adekunle to hide the alcohol drinks so that these housemates can enjoy the party. After that, they can go back to their practices and all of that. But Ike went ahead when the housemates were having fun. At some point, they were shouting and angry that there was no drink and all of that. Ike, you went and told New that it was Adekunle that hid the drink, whereas you are the one that actually went and told Adekunle to hide the drink. Like, it's funny, guys. It's really, really funny. It's really, really fun. Before I proceed in that, Venita was also having a conversation with Adekunle. I was telling Adekunle that she needs to talk to some people in the house. Maybe she's going to raise her hands out of the whole production team based on the shoots they want to do in their arena. Or what is it called? Yes. That's what she was telling Adekunle, guys. So back to the news fight thing. He made New and Adekunle have some exchange of words and then quarrel, whereas you're the one that instigated the fight. I'm telling you people how chaotic this Ike was. I know that he's coming back is just to deal with some certain persons in the house. And this coin he's gathering, my mind is just telling me is the coins that he's going to use and buy himself immunity to stay in the house, probably bargain with Big Brother, because there's nothing Ike cannot do. Do you get? So this fight chaos kept on going on, and housemates were seeing Adekunle as a bad person and all of that. Meanwhile, he's the one that caused the whole situation. And then in this particular night, we find out that there's something between Tolani and me. Like, he will not tell me otherwise because of the way he tapped Tolani's ass and squeezed it. Do you get? Then at some point, she now called Ike to advise Ike that even for the spiritual, that he sees things in his dream and he needs to take it easy on his leadership before he makes mistake or falls out of it. Do you get, guys? So back to Adekunle and News fight. The fight was not a small thing because Ike is the main instigator in that house. These things they are calling people instigator. Ike is the chief head of the instigator. So, but thank God that New and Adekunle finally sorted themselves out as guys they are. They didn't keep it to mind. Meanwhile, in the pool, guys in the pool, Messi and Kidwaya, I don't understand though. Mercy is just everywhere. She's just everywhere in that pool party stuff. Like, guys. So after the party, wahala again came because nobody was able to concentrate for the shooting again. And then when they were asked of script, Angel said that her story is finished. It became a problem to the point that Alex started writing again. And when Alex finished writing, they now wanted to shoot Alex's story. Then Angel brought out another one. Sissy was like, there's no way they will leave Alex's own and come back to Angel's own. That her own Alex's story is making sense. That one became a fight again that yesterday night. It wasn't funny, guys. Ilebaye and Cross was just busy pissing themselves, guys. Oh, the commotion wey go dey this big brother house e plenty, and I feel like Cross is doing too much. That girl is too young. Like, even if she tells you to play along with sense. She's too young. I know she's trying to show her hotness and all of that, but they need to take it easy on the girl. She's still a young girl. Do you get? So, guys, social media was on buzz because of the situation of Messi and fraud. Messi rocking fraud and fraud trying to play with Messi in the pool party. Who were just saying you left your wife and you came to her. In fact, just go through the screen, you see. Tell me what you think, guys. Nobody forced fraud to the house. He did it himself. And if the wife is okay with it, that's her own business. I don't think I'm going to drink Panadol for another person's headache, but I would also like to know your opinion on this. If you watched you to this point, I love you so much for always supporting me. So this morning, Pere, Venita called Pere, Ike, and Kidwaya Abi fraud for meeting. In her words, is officially from Big Brother after the situation that happened yesterday. She tried to caution them because Big Brother said they should have conversation, how they have been instigating stuff against her. I mean, Pere and Ike. Pere was not having it and shunned her so bad that he left the meeting. So at some point, Ike was so angry at both the parties and then decided to go back the second time to speak with Venita. That's when Venita started crying and counting numerous times Pere has been picking on her and all of that. So now the fight where will they still step to now with this. So thank you so much for staying this far with me. Don't worry, I'm going to come back again to give you more gist. For the few ones who love me and always see my videos, I really appreciate. And if you're new here, please, let's keep the friendship by coming back again to see my videos. And I would also like to know your opinion and give me a thumbs up. See you guys later. Bye.